Hi everyone, and this is the first of my 122nd history lectures. Today is on the Colosseum, so let's get started. As everyone will know, the Colosseum is the large amphitheatre in Rome. It was commissioned by Vespasian and required the demolition of Nero's big golden palace. The boating lake is where it was, so in order to build it, Vespasian drained the lake, built the Colosseum there, which is why you find it at the bottom of the 7 hills of Rome, right in the centre. The name arena comes from the Greek for sand. However, the Colosseum took its name from a colossal statue of Nero that Vespasian had remade as a colossal statue of Sol. Colosso, Colosseo, Colosseum. That's where the name comes from. It's not the biggest one in the Roman Empire, but by far it's the most famous. The underground levels of the Colosseum are what's interesting though. It's the Hypogeum. There are 2 ground levels that survive under there. At the peak of the entertainment in the Roman Empire, there were 60 lifts in the Colosseum, which opened up into 40 hatches in the floor. So yeah, that bit you see in Gladiator, where the tiger jumps out and mauls Russell Crowe, that could really happen. They had 60 capstans in there, with elevators big enough to lift things such as an elephant, a bear, or a lion, straight onto the floor of the Colosseum. This worked for scenery as well. As with all your modern plays, Shakespearean plays, anything else, any good entertainment needs scenery. So, scenery, straight up from the Colosseum floor, from the levels beneath. There'd be at least 40 of these for scenery, possibly more for the animals. Another thing that they could do with the Colosseum, at least we think they could do with the Colosseum, was naval battles. At least in the inaugural games, we know that there is 1 naval battle, so they flooded the whole arena. Quite how this was managed, nobody's entirely sure. Was it a case of they didn't quite drain Nero's lake and so just built the Colosseum around the lake, held the battle, and then built in the floors? Was it a removable floor? If they put a wooden slat down, could they lift it up and flood the whole thing later on? Or was it something that they could flood and drain straight away, so you could have a pipe coming in one side, a pipe coming in the other way? We know the Romans were good with their aqueducts. They could easily have done it. That looks like my time for 2 minutes, so don't forget to like and follow the page. Feel free to ask me any questions on the Colosseum in the comments section below the video, and I will do my very, very best to answer them. And join me again same time next week for another 122nd history. Thank you, and good night.